Shalom, this is a Shah by YASHARAHLA out of the Lions Den camp, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, I'd like all praise, honor, and glory to the Father and the Son, in the proper true Hebrew tongue. Call, La, YAHAWAH, Bashim Hawashai, Bashim, Ha-Rakah, Kodash Ma'amah. All right. Double honors to the elders as Apostle GMS. Double honors to the elders as Apostle, our elders Apostle Well, YAHAWAH by YASHARAHLA. Peace and blessings 1/3, and salutations to the whole for elect. You already know who is the scourge. You know who was running them up for the past 1,000 years, and one of their elites, um, one of the top tribe of the nation runs just about everything in Babylon. All right, these Temanites, man. These Temanites, these Khazars, the ones that they call themselves pertaining to Judah. All right, abbreviating the word Judah to Jew. That's like a byword given to Yahushua. Because he's from the tribe of Judah, the Lion of Judah. All right, but them Khazars in our land right now, they're claiming themselves to be Judah. They of course they saying Jew, but I mean, and plus they're saying Jewish. They're making it clear that they are pertaining to the nation, and that like I said, that's an abbreviation of the word Judah. They're clearly not, and I'm glad that they you can tell the difference between a Khazar and Jake. It's a clear indication, a very, very clear indication. Those are the top tribe of Edomite. You could tell that the tribe of Edomite because how weak they are, how feeble they look. Them Rothschilds and them Rockefellers, they all look so feeble. They're like Mr. Burns, just like a family of Mr. Burns. It's so funny how you saw how they nation set up. The more feeble you are, the more powerful you is. Even though in real life I can thump it with my pinky, and they'll collapse. They'll probably have a heart attack, but they rule the world. It's just very funny, man. It said they seen scratches. They seen Lord servants on horses, man, and and princes walking with them. This is this place Babylon, man. We're literally princes. We're princes. We're children of the Most High, Yahweh Basma Shai. We're in the servitude under a very not mighty nation. That goes anyway. That goes Ishmael, Moab. That go for Ammon. That go for Japheth, Ham. None of them or anything comparably compared to the Most High. All right, compared to our nation, they are a spittle, nonetheless. But it's just crazy how I said it right now. Mr. Burn around the world. But their corruption and their evil is almost at its end. The end is nearly here. Their corruption is coming to an end. You can see how being in that land and having Babylon being even more of a gaze of stock, of course, and them running that kind of, all right, because Israel is like little Satan right now, and Babylon is big Satan. But they running that, and you can see their corruption, their wickedness is going to come to a halt very soon. All right, this is the beginning of the end, so that means that their money that they set up and it's going to collapse, and then they're going to make a new monetary digital currency, i.e. the might be, all right, making a martial law, that all the other laws out the door, they can unalive you whenever they want to. They can do so as they please with you. It does not matter. This is the time that we are coming in, all right, a time where these teaming and ultimately Esau is going to crack down like never have seen before. Jacob's trouble, we didn't get him that, but they're gonna crack down. All right, and they're gonna try to set up a satanic order, a new world order, but the Lord not gonna allow it ultimately. But this is what times we're coming into, and that's because they try to adopt that name Israel. They try to they're in Israel right now, so and they try to say they're Jews, and really they're not, and they know dang well that they're not Jacob. They know that they're not YASHARAHLA. They can't even speak. They can't even speak it. They call him a Hashem. They can't even speak Hebrew because it's too holy. They don't even follow the Torah. They follow the Babylon Talmud. Everything about them is showing that they're not the real. They're just Khazars and Temanites. That they're nothing but devils and deceivers. All right, and the Lord says, this is Zechariah chapter 12. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord, YAHAWAH, for Israel, said the Lord. All right, which stretcheth forth the heavens and layeth the foundation of the earth, and formeth the spirit of man within him. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in siege both against Judah and against Jerusalem. That's what they're doing, man. They up against Jacob right now, man. They up against Israel. They're nothing compared to us, man. But yet they gonna come against them. But it's verse 3. And in that day I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. So man, that's exactly what's going on. The whole earth is gathered against Jacob. Even 2/3 of our people that wanna be in the Gentile state of mind. They wanna believe that they're Khazars, or believe that they Edomites. Be more wicked than the Edomite. Want to call themselves black. Want to actually call themselves ninjas. And if you want to be called that, you can go ahead and take it. But just know you ain't gonna be on the side of the Lord, man. The Lord need men. He don't need none of that bull jive that our people got going on right now. All right, and Esau, he need to get out of here. He need to get off his earth right now. He still got 1,000 years slavery, but nonetheless, yeah, this is what'll happen, man. Calling yourself the best country on earth, Israel being a little Satan, call yourself the God's chosen people, ain't gonna give you nothing but what you deserve, man. The missiles that they were allowed to create in America around World War II, them same missiles gonna be hit them. All right, them same missiles gonna hit Babylon. The same missiles gonna hit everywhere where it needs to hit. Ultimately 200 million hitting Babylon. All right, turn this place to a lake of fire, molten lava pit that this place deserves. How those Khazars, them Temanites, them Edomites in Israel, in Israel right now, how are they that when Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 4 says, and he shall judge among the nations. This is when the Israelites are in everything's in order. All right. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. They shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nations shall not lift up sword against nation, either shall they learn war anymore. So at the end of the day, what you call it, in the kingdom, Russia's not gonna have nothing. Mo ain't gonna have nothing. Jap ain't gonna have nothing. I say Ishmael already. Ishmael, whoever, they ain't gonna have nothing. They gonna have none of their weapons. All right, they're not gonna be able to do anything against the nation of Israel. That what Albert Einstein said. If there is a fourth world war, it's gonna be with sticks and stones. They're not gonna have no nuclear missiles. The Lord is going to denuclearize the world. All right, the Lord only allowed nuclear fission to be created just so the world can be destroyed. just so America can be destroyed. Oh, it's like it just so Babylon can be destroyed. All right. Um. So kind when the righteous, the Most High is going to judge this place and His servants. So how is that so? How are those the children of the Lord when it says, and He shall judge among the nations? All right, and rebuke. I don't see And then Khazar over there judging righteously about and beating prune so I could turn spirits into pruning hooks. I say anything back to anything. They they got missiles. Israel got missiles. Pakistan got them. Iran got them. They know Babylon got a gang of them. If they really wanted peace, they would do that. They don't want peace. They want genocide. They want a satanic order. They just want They just want death. That's what they want. If they were truly truly the Most High, they would not be doing any of this. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So if they the children of the Most High, they the children of God, ain't no peace, ain't no righteousness on earth right now. These people in Gaza are getting bombed every day. The Lord is gonna make sure that the nations are judged according to His promise. All right, the nations getting twofold what they did. That's touching the apple of the Lord's eye. You know, every nation had a hold of Israel. After 1,000 years, they're gonna get a form of living. Esau, made to be wicked, is not gonna even be on this earth. He got to be eradicated because he's made to be wicked. All right. So when it's just the right people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So everybody's mourning right now. Nobody's at peace because nobody is righteous on this earth other than the Lord's men. Nobody is actually righteous. Only YAHAWAH and His servants are righteous. The elect, His saints. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, so this is the popular question. If this earth and the people that are in that land are truly them people, why is the earth wicked? Why is nothing is righteous on the earth? Why are the people mourning? Everything is out of whack. Everything is a muck. Everything is messed up right now. There's chaos, there's wickedness. They got a whole sodomy thing in Israel right now. All right, and totally against what the Lord has wanted to be esteemed. So therefore, they have to be devils, and they are devils. They are demons. They are the physical counterparts of Satan, Esau, the Caucasian race. That's truly who they are. Them colleges over there, that's like little Satan. They conduct all their businesses over here for the past 100 years. Even shoot, quote unquote, helping out Jake during the civil rights. That's a lot of ones that orchestrated that. But all that did was cause more confusion. You know, with desegregation, that just caused more confusion with our people. And what has light with darkness, or righteousness with unrighteousness? It just caused a whole bunch of stupidity because he had Esau murking our people willy nilly, just because they're trying to be in the same school. We don't have to be with them devils, man. All right. On top of that, these colors are allowed to control the music industry. A lot of people just see it as money. If you don't get money, you don't got nothing. So a lot of 90 to our people don't care how much they're destroying our community. They care about the money. So every give it to the hands of the wicked. He covered the face of the judge thereof, man. So who is that, man? That's Esau, the Caucasian race, man. They control everything. Temanites and Khazars do. Esau, the Caucasian race here in America. Them proud boys, man. Them Klansmen. All right. Trump. Whoever is synonymous with Trump. They all are part of the same organization. They're part of wickedness. They're part of satanic. Of course, in low level Edomites, they believe a little bit something different, but Sedition is coming. So it's gonna be a race war. So that gotta happen. It's some Edomites right now that that believe everyone is equal because of classism, because everyone's poor right now. But Esau still got a whole bunch of generational stuff going on. On top of that, if it was them, if it's their people, they got a whole bunch of families in their yards. Jake do got a lot of families, but they're not together. Esau is more united and stuff. But nonetheless, if it was them, if it's their family or Jake family, it's gonna be their family. You know, simple as that. They're not gonna think twice about it. That's where we're coming to sedition. So Jake got to pick a side. Esau gonna pick a side, and ultimately gonna pick Esau. Jake gonna pick Jake. I'm gonna pick the Lord because I love my people, but I love the Lord way more because He's allowing us to get salvation. I don't want to win. I don't want to win no fight. I want to win a complete war. I want victory and salvation from the upcoming destruction of 200 million missiles hitting this place. 200 million ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, hitting Babylon. I need salvation from that. I need to be saved and sanctified from that. But guess what? I can't be totally saved and sanctified right now. I gotta wait. All right. We have to show our people who we truly are and who they're truly not. Is what it is. This is John chapter 18, it's like 8 verse 44 says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, abode not in truth," man. Just like Cain slew Abel, man. That's the same spirit Esau got, not by actual bloodline like some people believe, but due to that spirit, the spirit that's controlled this earth is spiritually Satan. But who's the physical counterpart of Satan right now? Each and every individual Edomite is wicked. If they're Edomite and they're given a chance, yeah, that's where what I'm saying is going to be an emotion. It's really sedition when a race war happens, and it's a freaking a wannabe Israelite, and it's a Edomite. If they're really down with our people, they're gonna stay and fight, and you're gonna know about them actual spirits. But if they switch sides and they got all them tattoos, they looked all swagged out, but they sit with their own. You can tell that's they saying, So I ain't exaggerating when I say each and every individual Edomite, they have that same spirit. It's gonna be shown. It's gonna be revealed. That's what's happening right now. The Lord have to look at the skirt of His nation, the skirt of these people. They're able to be seen as light, as angels, but no, they are murderers from the beginning, abode not in the truth, because there's no truth in them. When He speaketh a lie, He speaketh of His own, for He's a liar and the father of it. Man, this is Esau, the Caucasian race. All right, it's because it's not about color and nothing like that. That's why I say Caucasian. That just means cave dweller. All right, Esau and Edomite. That means red man. But it's not about color. It's about their spirit. You gonna tell who is who, man. Jake, Jake got that scarper spirit too. They worse than Esau. They way worse than Esau, cause they liable to get all types of rowdy with you. They might want to fight you. They'll call you every name in the book because they have no knowledge. Esau they'll get mad and they'll turn red. But that just prove our point. I prove our point by these scoffers. That were doing the same thing in 2,000 years ago, and Esau being the devil, doing the same thing he was doing 2,000 years ago, and do the same thing he has done for the past 1,000 years, run amok and do wickedness, showing his red horns, all right, showing his lying and his deceitfulness, showing that he's the father of the devil and the father of lies, all right. So this is what these people truly are, these Khazars and these Temanites. They're not the righteous. They're not children of God. They are children of men. They are wicked. They are devils, and they're not gonna make this place righteous, or they're not gonna make this place study war no more. They're gonna destroy this place. Luckily, they are going to destroy this place. It was happening through Trump and these other nations, and the Lord is ultimately orchestrating it. All right, but so that was it on that, man. Lord willing, to edify a little lesson. With that, I say shalom.